Hi crafters! It's a brand new day, which means it's time for another fun project. Our very own DIY embroidery tissue box. Now, what you're looking at is the completed lid of our tissue box. The design is made up of 9 squares in total. 8 of them are tightly embroidered, showcasing all the beautiful stitching work we've done, while the center square is left open to create the hole where the tissues will be pulled through. In this video, we'll be teaching you how to do the simple continuous stitch. Start at one corner of the square, skip over the first hole, and insert your needle into the second hole to begin your stitch. As you pull the yarn through, leave about half a finger's length at the back. This will help secure the yarn and prevent it from slipping. From there, continue stitching diagonally across the square, creating smooth, even stitches as you go. As you continue, follow the same diagonal stitching pattern. Insert the needle into the 4th hole along the top row and pull it through the 4th hole along the side. Then move to the 5th hole at the top, stitching down into the 5th hole on the side, and continue this pattern across the square. This simple stitching pattern is just one of the many designs you can try for your project. Feel free to get creative and experiment with other stitches too. The choice is all yours. And if you need some inspiration, don't forget to check the instructions included in your kit for more stitching techniques you can explore. Keep repeating the diagonal stitching pattern until you've completely filled the entire 9x9 square. As you work your way through, take your time and enjoy the relaxing rhythm of each stitch. That's one of the best parts of crafting. Every stitch you make brings your design to life, and watching your work slowly take shape is part of the joy of creating something handmade. If you're worried about your yarn running short as you stitch, there's no need to stress. You can easily extend it anytime by simply tying a secure knot to connect a new strand of yarn. Once it's tied, just continue stitching as usual. It's a simple fix that lets you keep enjoying the flow of your project without any interruptions. Once you've finished filling up one square, it's time to move on to the sides. This part is nice and easy. You'll be stitching back and forth between 2 adjacent squares, creating a simple alternating pattern. Just follow along with the stitching shown in the video as you work your way up. Once you've completed the column stitching, it's time to go back to the diagonal stitch for the next square. Simply repeat the same process you did earlier and watch as your design continues to come together beautifully. Take your time as you work through each stitch. There's no need to rush. One of the beautiful things about crafting is the calm and relaxation it brings. Let yourself enjoy the soothing rhythm of pulling the yarn through the fabric, watching your work slowly take shape with every stitch. Each movement is part of the process, and the care you put in now will shine through in your finished piece. So settle in, find your pace, and simply enjoy this creative moment. Once you finish the last stitch, make a simple lock by looping the yarn through the final square. One loop is enough, just pull the yarn through and tighten it to secure your stitches. And that's your lid done. Next, we'll move on to stitching the sides of the tissue box. Don't worry, the process is exactly the same for all 4 sides, so once you get into the rhythm, it'll feel like second nature. Just follow along and you'll see how easy and fun it is to put everything together. Now, start with a simple adjacent stitch for the first row. You'll be stitching back and forth between the neighboring holes, creating a nice and even pattern as you go. Just make sure to keep your instruction guide nearby. It will show you exactly which squares need which colors, so you can follow along with confidence and avoid any confusion. As long as you stay on track, everything will come together beautifully. I know at this point you might be starting to feel a bit tired. After all, it's a lot of stitching. But don't worry, that's completely normal. Just remember, every stitch you make is building something beautiful, one little step at a time. As you see the design slowly come together, you'll realize how all your patience and hard work are turning into something truly magical. The finished piece will not only be beautiful, but also something you can be really proud of because it's made by your own hands. Once you reach your first green stitch, don't worry, we've got you covered. Remember the diagonal stitch you did earlier for the lid? You'll be using the same technique here, just with a little twist. The only challenge is to carefully follow the instructions that show exactly where the ends of each diagonal stitch should go. Take your time, follow the guide, and you'll see it come together beautifully. Now you can move on to stitching the wing part of the bird. Just carefully follow the pattern as it guides you through the stitches, and you'll be all set. As long as you stick to the design, everything will come together smoothly. The order of your stitching really depends on your own approach, and this is where the real fun and challenge begin. It's up to you how you want to complete the image, whether you start from one section or work your way around. Just keep your instruction guide close by to help you with the color placements, and with a steady hand and a bit of patience, you'll do just fine. Now that you've finished the top and all 4 sides, congratulations! It's time to start connecting the top to the side panels. It might seem a bit tricky at first, but don't worry, it's actually quite simple. We'll be using a basic back and forth stitch to attach the panels together. Just continue stitching around the edges in one continuous motion, connecting each side one after another until everything is secured in place. As you stitch along, make sure to neatly tuck in and hide any little excess pieces of yarn or thread. Keeping everything tidy not only makes the box look cleaner and more professional, but also helps ensure that your stitches stay secure and durable. A little extra attention here will make a big difference in the final result. For the remaining panels, simply repeat the same process, stitching them together in one continuous motion. When it's time to connect the side panels to each other, you'll use the exact same back and forth stitch as before. Nothing new to learn here. Just keep following the rhythm and you'll see how easily the whole box starts coming together. Easy, right? Now, for the base of the tissue box, you'll once again use the same back and forth stitch to attach it. However, this time, you'll only stitch one side of the base panel. Leaving the other sides open will allow you to easily lift the base whenever you need to refill the tissue box. It's a simple little detail that makes your project both beautiful and practical. You're almost done. Great job making it this far. Just a few more stitches and your beautiful tissue box will be complete. Keep going and soon you'll have a handcrafted piece you can be truly proud of. Tighten those final stitches, and just like that, you're done. Take a moment to admire your work and appreciate the beautiful creation you've made. Every stitch, every detail came together to form this marvelous tissue box, all crafted by your own hands. To keep the base securely closed, grab the small Velcro piece included in your kit. Stitch one part of the Velcro onto the opposite side of the base, the side that isn't connected to the panel. Then, take the matching Velcro piece and stitch it onto the panel directly across from it. This way, you can easily open and close the base whenever you need to refill your tissue box, while keeping it firmly in place when not in use. And there you have it! Your beautiful DIY embroidery tissue box is complete. Every stitch, every detail came together to create something both practical and handmade with love. Thank you so much for joining me in this crafting journey. I hope you had as much fun making it as I did guiding you through. Don't forget to share your finished work, and I'll see you in the next craft.